New Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark, he had his initial media days with the Big 12 today. And, of course, the Big 12, a big part of all of these discussions that's going on with conference realignment and what's going to happen next with them after losing Oklahoma and Texas and then adding BYU, Central Florida, Houston, and Cincinnati. He says the Big 12 is officially open for business and discussions with other programs out there. So now, Paul, immediately I start thinking, does that mean, first off, if you're open for business and no one wants to do business with you, is that any good for you? And secondly, certainly Memphis and SMU and these programs want to do business with you, right? But does the Pac-12 want to do business with you, with some of their member schools? Because, quite frankly, I just don't know that anyone else gives you a lot of value in the way college football is moving and the way things have changed, unless it's going and adding an Oregon, Washington, Colorado, Utah, you name the Pac-12 program. That's where you could make some money for the Big 12.
And this seems to me to be the second time that we've heard from him. Maybe the first time was a report that said something similar without him saying it. But at a time where the SEC went and made a huge move, and then a year later, the Pac-12 went and made a huge move, quietly, without a lot of pre-knowledge, right? I mean, they came out and they made the move without a lot of reporting beforehand that this was coming.
Yeah, it all hit all of a sudden.
They sprung it on people, right? They uncoiled and they sprung this massive news on the country and shocked college football both times. And here's a commissioner of the Big 12 saying, we're open for business.
Yeah.
Are you open? Go do something. That's how it's working right now. You go do something. You don't say to people, yeah, my office doors are open. My phone, here's my phone. Call me if you're up for something. No, you dial.
Well, and
this
guy
stuff.
will do that. I like the direction they went here.
But seems a little passive-natured the way he's talking.
He is a branding and marketing guy that's got experience with Rock Nation, with Jay-Z's outfit, and with the Brooklyn Nets in his past. And he went on to say, he said, we're open for business, and one thing is crystal clear. There is no higher priority than to best position this conference for its upcoming multimedia rights negotiation. So the television package, to negotiate with that. Everything we do must create momentum for these negotiations, as well as building the value of the Big 12 brand and business. He's not going to sit idly by. You know, when there were talks about, they've already reached out to some Pac-12 schools about joining. I think this guy is going to be very active, but I keep coming back to, would it really be wise if you're a current sitting Pac-12 school to leave for the Big 12, or do you just wait until it's beneficial for both conferences to merge in some way? Because I don't know that just a departure to the Big 12 makes a lot of sense right now.
Well,
even for the Pac-12, which, as we know, is not in a good TV position.
Shouldn't you get going on that merger conversation?
Yes.
And that's what part of open for business is to me. So get going.